So, I wanted to talk about my journey and the types of beautiful souls that I've met. And I'm reading this because I was thinking about it and I actually thought I needed to share it with the world out there. Is that I have met beautiful souls, but I've met them in dodgy places. I've been stuck in dodgy places where I met these beautiful souls, and they are stuck in situations that they can't get out of, or they think they can't get out of, or they don't want to get out of. So, why I say it this way is, I've been renting homes over the years, and I've recently come to understand why I needed to live the way I've lived. So I've never found a solid place in my adult life, except when I was married to my first husband for a short term. But he got the house and the divorce, and life moved on. And I've since moved and kept moving. And I've lived at a guest lodge where the owners of the guest lodge were alcoholics, pulled guns on each other in certain times. Thankfully, I wasn't there. Stories I've actually heard by the office people. I've lived in other kind of guest lodgy type places where drugs was quite rough. I've never been into drugs, drinking alcohol. I drink the odd glass of wine, but I don't enjoy getting drunk. The moment my toes start tingling on the tipsy side, that's it, I've had enough. 2 glasses of wine. Okay, I've done a bottle of wine, but typically I don't enjoy getting drunk, right? But I've been surrounded by drug addicts, high people, completely weirdos. But I met and connected with them. I talked to them. I socialized with these people. And, deep inside, I saw their souls. I saw them, the people they are within. And, they have got nasty sides. It's hellish scary sometimes being involved in these circles. But people have chosen their lives, right? So who am I to judge, and who are we to judge how they live their lives, what they do, what substances they take? They're living that life for the reason of the experience they need to experience. How they get into the situations, the story before, how they get out of the situations, some we'll never know. But they're in there for a reason. They have to shine their light the way they need to shine their light. And who knows what messages they actually do share amongst each other. I've heard the most incredible things come out of people's mouths that are intoxicated, and you're like, yeah, I never thought of it that way. Or like, sure, okay, right, I'll just hold that for another moment. But beautiful souls. Some people are stuck in those situations. Some choose to be there. Some choose to carry forward a path with others, possibly holding hands with others that are in worse of a situation. Some people don't even know that they're in those situations to be the light for others within the toxicity of all the nonsense. So, we can't judge what a person's journey is and why they're on that journey. I played sport. I was a team player. I loved team sports and team efforts. But, there were those situations there as well. Club life has its own story to tell as well. I got out of club life. I haven't been back. I don't miss it per se. But then I suppose at the moment I've been living a solitude. I've been working a solitary journey, if that makes sense. I had to break away from influences of others, energies of others, as I've just mentioned, that dark, toxic energies. And you need to break away to be on your own, to learn who you are, to learn what you're about, to remember where you come from, why you're on this earth, why did you choose this life with the people that have traveled these journeys with you. And when you look back, and in hindsight I can look back, some people frightened the living daylights out of me. Some people I absolutely enjoyed the company of, but the setting wasn't correct, if that makes sense. So I couldn't stay. I had to move on. But I was also in those situations to give my messages over. and to share what I knew, what I saw, what I experienced, learn how people think in those scenarios, possibly to help people going forward. I don't know what I was prepared for, what I've been prepared for, what I am being prepared for going forward. I don't have psychic abilities for my own forward thinking. And I don't want us to go down a judgment path, but it's about understanding that you are in this journey and you come across people for a reason, a season, all those sayings and memes that go on. I can never remember all of them. But they are beautiful souls within. I can honestly say my ex-husband, my first husband, I married and divorced. He has a beautiful, beautiful soul within who he created on the outside, if that makes sense. You know, we all have our onion layers, and inside is this pure, pure soul, and over this is the personalities and other added personalities and behaviors that we build walls around and we protect ourselves for. And you know, inside is this beautiful, beautiful soul that occasionally actually shows itself. And it's why people stay with those that abuse them, because they see these beautiful souls inside. You connect on a deep level. You came together for a reason to learn, do I stay or do I go? Do I share this journey with this person, or do I break away and move off on my own? We've had to make tough decisions as human beings, you know, and the souls that are in your lives, tantamount, are beautiful souls. You connected with them for a reason. You brought your children into the world, if you have children, to grow up with the soul and to help develop the soul as best you can and give them a place to start out in life, right? And then they move on. But I can honestly say most people that I've come across, as much as the human sides and the parts that I broke away from, and I got very hurt by and angered by and moved away from, for the various reasons I did move away from them, had beautiful souls. I remember the times where I really enjoyed being with them, and I remember the soul that I connected, and I know the soul inside. There is that connection still. I can still see the souls inside, but the human to human connection just doesn't work for me anymore, and we had to move away. We had to move on. Even within family members, I think I've mentioned that in videos before. We've had to break away and move and go off to our own islands and go off to the other side of the country, because we just cannot be that close to the people anymore. Or whatever reasons, we've actually all had to break apart. But they're journeys, and we carry each other to a certain point in our lives and support each other that far, and that's where it ends. And that's okay. And it's in understanding that that's the journeys we've actually taken. My heart has broken tons of times over life. I mean, I cannot tell you how my heart has had to rebuild and become the heart that it is now, for all the hurt and the pain that I've had to go through and let go of people and see them leaving my lives. Even now, as I think about it, I feel it building up. The hurt that I have felt for needing to let people go, children, family members, it's rough. But at the same time, we take journeys that strengthen us. And when you look back and in hindsight, look back at what you gained from those people, the love that you learned, the whatever it was that you gained and got from those people in your worlds, we have been surrounded, all of us, each and every one of us on this 8.5 plus billion people planet that live here and walk this earth, have been surrounded by beautiful souls, are surrounded by beautiful souls. And we need to embrace that. Embrace them for what they were in your lives, for what they did, how they brought you to the place of strength. If they didn't bring you to that place, you wouldn't have learned the lessons. You wouldn't have gained the strength to become who you are today. So, in saying that, I just want to say, if anybody knows me out there that have seen this, I love all of who have been a part of my life that have brought me to this point that I can sit in front of a video and share openly, partly what I've experienced. In detail, I'll share in person in our groups, is too much to share in any video. But life has shown us ways of how to be and how to become, and to find our strength within, to keep on going on, to keep on learning, to keep on coming in contact with other beautiful souls. And you will go through hard times, and you will go through happier times, and you will have happy moments within crazy times. And who knows where our journeys are going to take us. But in forward thinking is part of understanding that where we have come from to where we are now has all been the development of helping us to be able to move forward, to bring up our strengths, to bring up our forward thinking dreams, to say, how would I do it differently going forward? What can I actually now create? That is done, that is past. I'm finished with that journey. I now need to do something new. Let's do something new. I've been wanting to do this all my life. Many times things have spiraled round and round, and it's come round again. Now you're in the right position to do what you wanted to achieve back then. So take heed, embrace where you are in life, embrace who you had in your life. Try not to hold grudges. Try not to hold on to the hurts of what people did to you to make you feel that way. It had to happen. You had to feel that. You had to experience it. Nothing happens for no reason. It happened to bring you to a point of questioning, why did it happen? What inside of me did I need to work on to get to a point where I can now cross this bridge happily, leave that behind. I'm okay. I'm still together. I can do this. And I can do it with you and you and you. And I want to do it with whoever and whoever and whoever. Holding our hands as whole beings to carry on our path forward, to find the legacies we need to leave behind, to leave messages behind you for other people to pick up, the seeds, the trees that are there that have fruited. What fruit is there for other people to find on the way that you left for them to find? There's just so much that life has shown us, that life is bringing to us as we walk this earth as human beings. And Live Smart Foundational Development is here to help you with those paths, help you grow paths growing forward, help you plant the seeds for those trees to grow, to leave the fruits for those that are coming up behind you. It's just all in forward movement, forward thinking, evolution at its best, community, bringing community together, working together, community and unity. So, Live Smart Foundational Development, livesmartfd@gmail.com. Communicate with me, and let's collaborate and collaborate within collaborations to grow our path forward with forward movement. Tracy signing out on this one. Chat soon.